Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. I'm so proud of you. Thanks for coming and jumping on. And sorry that we had to move it an hour late. I told Renee I did this because I had a doctor's appointment scheduled for 10, and I was like, if I keep it at 11, something's going to happen at the doctor's office and it's going to be delayed, or I'm going to be waiting and be in the middle of an appointment. And so we decided to push it an hour. And I said, now that I've been proactive, I'm going to be done in plenty of time. And I was, but I'd already put out the word. It was going to be at 12. I was like, it's fine. I'd rather be proactive and be prepared versus scrambling. And that's what we do with our business, right? Okay, so a couple things. It is August. We are closing in into the month. Make sure, and Renee is going to tell you all about customer retention and getting the customers and all the things. But first, I wanted to say just a few points that I've noticed this week. Um, it's very much so. Those of you that are on the Zoom, you want to be better. You're on this Zoom. You've already give yourself double pats on the back. You have already shown up. Yes, Chanel. You have already shown up for yourself, and you made a decision to invest in yourself, in your business. And I'm super freaking proud of you. I will tell you a couple things I've noticed just this last week. We have people that they are fighting for cab. They are fighting for 12K. Their mentality, their mindset is, I have to hit this. I have to get that extra, cab bonus. I have to bring in that extra auto bonus. It is non-negotiable. It is what they're blowing up my phone. What can I do? What ideas do you have? And they're not waiting till the last minute to ask me what to do. They've been doing and preparing all month, but now they're like, I'm this close. I'm this close. And so it dawned on me as I'm working with people this week and getting those messages. I'm like, it's that reminder. It is not, oh, well, I signed up to be a promoter, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. They are, my family needs this, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. And I just, you know who you are. And I'm just gonna say I'm super proud of you. I'm proud of you. Those, like Chanel said, I gotta get this getaway. I've got to get this. I got to do this. It is more of it's going to happen, and not just wait and see if it happens. And they're pulling out all the stops, and I'm just super proud of you for doing that. It's such a great reminder, right? I will tell you, I remember years ago, a friend of ours, she went into real estate, and she didn't do anything. Like it's same when I went to hair school. There were people I went to hair school with, y'all. It's 1,500 hours in Texas that you have to go to hair school to get your cosmetology license. Well, to even get the schooling to go test for the license. And they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything with it, right? They didn't go work at a salon. And same real estate. Well, just real estate is just not really, it's not a popping industry right now. Okay, at that time I had other friends that were literally breaking the bank. Like but they were putting in the work and the effort, and it was this has to work for me and my family. And I think about that, and I think about the mindset when you come in here. You come in here and you think it's a lottery and get rich quick, or you come in here with the mindset of, it's another business. It's a business that I have to put effort and work into, and I have to show up every day and be consistent. And yes, there are days that life hits you, and you can, I don't, I don't want to say take a back seat, but yes, this business allows you to take a breath. Okay. This business allows you to go care for a sick family member. This business allows you to go deal with unforeseen medical situations, but it's also, you're continuing to grow in your business. And one day you may be putting in all the stops, and one day you may just be doing the bare minimum because that's all you can do, but continue to do something. Yes, Sue, having a baby. Like, this business allows you to do those things. I will never forget one of the girls, she was doing a team call. This is back before we had Zooms. She was doing a team call from her labor bed. Like, she was like, this is my calls every Sunday. I'm gonna have to do this call, and that's not time to push yet. We're fine. And then got off the phone and had a baby. But what are you willing to do? And yes, that's a little extreme, but it's what has this done for you to give you that time? And last night we were at an event in Weatherford, that it brought us all back to not only what we feel, how we feel, what this has done for us now, but over the years, the things that we've truly been able to do and able to accomplish. And when the unexpected has hit us, our life didn't crumble. Our emotions crumbled and we dealt with grief, but we were still able to spend time with loved ones. We were still able to pay the bills. We didn't have to choose go to a funeral or pay an electric bill. I mean, that's real life. And so it's those things. That was on my heart today. So I wanted to open that up with this. But Renee, y'all, if you have not listened to her in our boot camp videos or other things, if you haven't heard her, she is absolutely amazing. When she talks, y'all, she's smart. And I am like, I'm sitting there just like, oh my gosh, like, give me more, give me more. It's like a good drug, right? And so I'm just like writing and writing and writing. Renee, go ahead and just like share with us when you started here, how you started, and just kind of your quick Thrive story, and then we'll get into cab.
Yeah. So I have been thriving now for 6 years. And I've been promoting for almost 6 years as well too. So I'm a fitness trainer. So when I first started the products, I did not want the products because I didn't think I need them, because I've taken products and supplements before that did not work for me at all. But I was being nice. I said, sure, I'll take those. And the girl that gave it to me probably heard me complain about me being so tired all the time, because mom brain would not shut off at nighttime. So I woke up exhausted. But you know what? Moms had to keep on going, right? And my feet and my legs would ache. So when I decide, okay, I need to try this like for like, a good month and see if it works, because I'm exhausted doing house renovation projects. So I told my husband, listen, I got to try this and to be really consistent, because I know I have to try it and just give it a good shot. So I did that. And my upline said, take a picture of you with your products. I thought, why would I do that? So I did. I was so skeptical, you guys. I did not want to do this stuff. So when I took a picture, I didn't see it then, but my 30 days, like after probably day 40, I went back and I looked at that picture, you guys, and that's what sold me. Not because like I was feeling good, but I didn't even realize I had dark circles under my eyes. And I wasn't a day one thriver. It was actually day 8 till I noticed, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping so much better. So when people around me saw like a change in my spirit, a change in how I was like, oh my gosh, you got to try this, try. Like I am just like on fire. And my sister would come to my house and she would say, would you stop? Would you sit down? Because you're making my head spin. And I'm like, listen, and she's a mom of 4. I'm like, you got to try these vitamins. They're amazing. Like, seriously, trust me. So when you're passionate about something and you want something so bad, and Amber said, I'm smart, because I never thought I was smart. I'm not a salesperson. But I'm telling you what, when you find something that you just love and you're very passionate about it because what it's done for yourself, imagine what it can do for everyone else who is in the same boat as you are. They think they're not, but they are, right? And that's what fuels my fire. It's not about the payday. That is a bonus, but the biggest bonus is when you get text messages nonstop from your customers because they are feeling good. They're seeing their weight shift and they have more energy. So that is like an extra bonus on top of like your payday and these getaways. Like that just fuels my heart, and that drives me to keep doing what I'm doing every day, which leads us into customer service. So I'm a big proponent of customer service. I teach my team, if you want to have customers coming back, you need to make sure you take care of your customers. I make sure that when I get a new customer or if I send a reach out to them, I'm sending a reach out. And if they don't get back to me right away, it's okay because a couple of days later, I'm going to send them a nice voice message because I want them to hear my voice and how passionate I am about these products, that I'm not a scammy person. And most people are usually too busy and they forgot to check their messages again. And that happens. So customer service goes a long way. Start with the text, then the voice message, and then ask them about the product. So when you get them to be a customer and they try the 3 steps, as soon as they're locked in, they purchase, I send them a thank you card. So my thank you cards just have a picture of, actually I have them right here because I was mailing one today. So Vistaprint, pretty simple. It's nothing Thrive related because I send these to my fitness people too. But it's just a thank you card with my logo, and on the back just has like my email, my phone number, and my website. That's it. Pretty simple. But I write them a nice thank you note telling them that I'm so excited for you to start this experience. And guess what? I am on this journey with you to start this. And I always end it with, remember, consistency is key. Let's do this, Renee. And I put in there a sample pack of like our thirst packets for them, something new for them to try. So that's key for me is customer service, keep them happy. So I'm starting you guys at the very beginning of this, how I get my customers and how I keep them. Okay. So after I, sign them up, they order, I have a tracker system that this is like gold sheet here to me. So I write down their name that they ordered and I start tracking their order. So I will let them know when their order's coming. And before their order comes, I'm going to send them detailed instructions how to start their steps. They got it kind of in their brain. And then when they get their package, I want them to tell me, okay, what day you're planning to start? Because then I'll send a reminder, don't forget, do this, this, and this, right? So just keep them really excited about their products coming. And then after that, you start growing. They love their products. Now I want to find out, who do you know that I can help to get their products and get you free Thrive. So always mention that to your customer because one customer underneath them from referral gets them 25% they get 25% of their order in credits. Okay, for new customers, the referral gives them that. So that's a huge bonus. And you can always throw in an extra, $15 for shipping just as a gift, right? And then obviously 2 people that thrive underneath them, they thrive for free. So moving into my customer retention, when our company first launched this, I actually had no idea they even launched it. I noticed I got a bonus and I thought, what is that for? Like, how did I get that? And I went in and started reading. I thought, oh my gosh, like, is this just like a 1 month thing? And so I kept doing it. Okay, if I got 20, let's go for 30. Let's go for more. So it was like a mind game for me. Not a mind game, but it was a fun game. So now what I do is I will go for, always start at the very beginning of the month. I will go to my auto ships and I will start seeing where I'm going to be at that month, right? So let's just say at the top of the month is September 2nd, okay? For example, September 2nd. That is 3 days before our auto ship on the 5th goes out. So what I do is I will write down all of my auto ships that I have on the 5th of September. And beside their names, I'm going to write down what their total cost is for their order. If all of them get a message reached to me, I take care of my customers. That's the time I have. And that time that I put into them, it's rewarding me. Okay. So I will reach out to all my customers, let them know they have an auto ship coming. If their order is 150 or above, I'm still going to reach out. I'm probably not going to offer them an incentive. But I don't put that in a big mass message. Okay. It's individualized and is geared towards that person. I make it personal. If there's an order that's like, maybe $120, I will say, hey, you have an auto ship that goes out on the 5th. What I'm doing for my customers, if they have an order that's 150 or greater, I'm going to drop $25 in credits. You're only, what is that? a couple dollars away, like $20 away. So really, they're only going to spend maybe, 10 or $15 their own money. So usually they are like, yeah, you can throw this in, or they'll say, do you have any suggestions? Or I will throw some suggestions. Like, how about like the ones I love are all the gummies, except for I think creatine gummies. I can't remember their cost, but the collagen, the sleep, the immune, and the multivitamin gummies and the vital. That's actually a good price. And our collagen peptides. Oh my gosh. And I will just share with them like these are items you can use. And I also tell them here's how you use them. So I help them out that way. I will do this every single auto ship, but I always know like where I'm going to toggle at. My goal is always 70, right? This month, I knew I was really ahead of the game because of all the promos we had. So on like, I think the 15th, I was already at low of about 42. So my goal was 80 and I am at 76. So all of my autos went out. I don't panic about that because I already have a list that I created on August 25th. What I do, use this, okay? The company has designed this amazing tool for us. In your cloud office, go to reports and then customer retention. There you're going to see all of your customers and you're going to see a highlighted line column. It's going to be red. That means they have not ordered. Green, they did. Or yellow means they have one coming up. I am now reaching out to all of my customers who have not ordered 150 or greater, or those who have not ordered this month. Right now, I am sending them out a message that I'm offering $30 in credits or $30 cash back, whichever one they choose for an order of 150. I only need 4 more people. And then we're going to have another promo come out. So I use those promos to my advantage. And I usually always do put like an incentive in on that as well too. Like the one I think was if you spend $200, you're going to get, and you got $50 back in credits and you got free shipping and free balance. Well, I offered my customers, if you spend $200, you're going to get all that. But now you have an option to choose $25 cash back if you want, or $25 dropped in credits for your account next month, which means you'll now have $75 off. Most everyone did that. That's huge. And the reason why I do cash back, you guys, is because if I'm only giving them $25, I'm making, I don't know what that is, Amber, but I'm making money off that. I'm not a math person, but I'm not going in the hole, you guys. So don't go in the hole. Always make sure you're on the upside of things.
Well, and let's talk that real quick. Let's talk math. Like, this is the part of being a business owner. You are an independent contractor, you're doing your own. We just had this conversation the other day. It's like, okay, so for every 10 customers, you're getting $500, right? So every 20 customers, you're getting 1,000. When you get to 50, you start getting extra thousand. Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so let's talk the 20. Okay, you're getting cap 20. You're going to get $1,000 bonus. If you're 5 short, and let's say you've only had to give out $100 in credits total already for the month. So that's 1,000 minus 100. You're already at 900. If all of your people are short $25, what did I say? You need 5 left, right? Okay. So if all of your people are ordering around 125 and you're like, I really need you to be at 150. If you gave them $25, that's 125. If you're like, you get to the point where you're too short and you're like, dude, your order's at 100, I'm gonna give you $50 in credits. Like, doing that math, $1,000 minus $200, you're still making $800, and that's not even counting the commissions you're making on all the orders as well, and then unilevels and all the things. So do the math. like
Yeah.
like don't be like, well, I can't afford to do that, because but do the math, because then that's also part of your taxes.
Yes. Yep. And write everything off. Like I do. I write it off. I write off the cash back. I even try to write off my credits. So um so but that's how I run my cabs every single month. Like it's like a game I'm playing, a chess game. I'm just trying to figure out the pieces and who can order. And sometimes when I get to the last month, and there's the end of the month and there's maybe 2 people, here's another thing I'll do, you guys, too. So if you have someone that lives local to you, I will say, hey, your order is only $68. Do you care if I add two of my own products onto your account? And then I will pay for my products and I'll pay for your shipping. And then I'll just Venmo you my amount. And they'll absolutely, your customers, if you take care of your customers, you guys, they are so loyal to you. Like it's amazing. Also, look at your spouse's accounts. Like have like your customer order something underneath their spouse and give them a good deal, or help them get their husband's thriving for free. Her husband's thriving in general, right? So think about how you can work it. Also, look at the end of the month, look at your customers and then look at who has referrals. And if those referrals have not ordered, try to get them to order, because that person above them is going to get credits, and then you're going to shout that person out because they got credits on September 2nd. That's what I do. On September 2nd, there are tasks I started adding to my plate. Is on September 2nd, I will go through my customer retention because it shows you all your customers that got credits, and I will message each one of them individually and tell them how many credits they know they have, because sometimes they're not always in their account, because honestly, it's me. I take care of all my customers. I place all their orders because you want to take one less thing off their plate. And the other day I made a story in my stories because I was talking to a girl because she wanted me to order something for her. I said, just call me your Alexa. Hey, Alexa, can you order me my black ballot? So I feel like sometimes I am the Alexa. So one of my friends actually messaged me. She's like, I need a collagen, Alexa. So, um, so
That's so funny. And then I love what you said about credits, because that's the other thing is right now. And I was talking to two of the people that are like, I have to hit this. I got to do this. What do I got to do? What are your ideas? Looking at one, your customers, you can go to my team, my customers, scroll over, sort by credits. You can see who has credits, because there are people, they like forget they have credits. They don't know how many credits they have. Especially if we're their Alexa and we do the orders for them, and then it's like, hey, you've got $200 in credits. Oh, I do? Like, hey, do you want to go on a shopping spree? Whatever. Like they haven't ordered this month. And then also you can see that with your promoters. So if you're looking at volume for the month, not on cab, obviously, because this would be through your promoters, but you can go to my sponsorship team and you can sort that way, and you can see who has credits. Now it shows the promoters that have credits. So you can reach out. Hey, did you know you have $1,000 in credits? Did you know you have this? And then hey, by the way, and like if you know what one of their favorite products is or something, hey, Form is back in stock, like or whatever. And I guarantee if one of their items is back in stock, they're gonna go use their credits. They're going to use those credits and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I need to stock up on that, or oh yeah, I think I'm almost out. Um, Renee, I want you, this is all gold. This is all gold. And I think I'm pretty sure I took these same notes from you in Nashville when I'm rewriting them. Because I'm like, stick. I'm gonna do everything she said. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna check it off, and I'm gonna do all the things she says. Um, Talk to us. Let's back up. We are kindergartners. And we want to know how you started getting new customers and how you continue now to get new customers. How do you get people to go, hey girl, I want to thrive with you? Or, okay, fine, I'll order. How are you getting the new customers?
So I'm really strong on my stories. So I posted my stories about my fitness, just me being real, like, my real life, like the other day about my dog stealing my workout mats, both of them. And I had to grab my own. So funny things, kind of like people want to see what's happening, right? And then I post a little bit about, products, me making my shake, something like that, my 3 steps, or my collagen, because I love the collagen. So when I'm in my stories and I can view them, I will write down a list of names of people who were viewing my stories. And this is my notebook. So like, it's just filled of names. Today I sent out 14 messages, guys, and I'll tell you what I said. Some of them I've never talked to them before. Like I liked their posts and made comments, that kind of stuff, but I don't know them. One girl is a girl who has followed me since our branding trip in Nashville. She lives in Nashville. Um, But so that's where I get all my people from. And sometimes are people that have been viewing my stories for a while and I've already reached out to them. I will reach out to them again, especially when there's a promo, because I don't feel spammy about that. I know at our table there, Amber, Brittany said about like, are you the hunter? Are you the fisher? I am the hunter, but there are people that will come to me and I get a lot of referrals because people see them changing. Because the other thing I do as well, you guys, is I'm a fitness nutrition coach. So when a customer comes to me, I'm going to ask them, what's your goals? Is it to lose weight, gain muscle, or just feel good? If it's to lose weight or gain muscle, I help them with their nutrition and macros. So I'm always tapping into my customers like a lot, you guys. Like yeah, it's a lot. But I love it. It keeps me really busy. So a message that I sent out today was, hey, good morning. And I don't know this girl, but she's been following my stories. Good morning, Jessica. I hope all is well with you. I'm sure you have seen a lot of my stories and maybe some of my posts, but if you know, I am very passionate about the difference my supplements have made for me and so many others. I would like to offer you a sweet deal to help get you started on amazing products. So I'm telling them, pick anything you'd like. As long as your toe is 150, I'm going to give you free shipping and 30% off because I'm trying to get at least 4 more people. And then I also included, this is till the end of the month or until I get my four people locked in. So, or until I even run out credits. So those are the messages I sent out today. Sometimes they're like, when we have these promos, you guys use them to your advantage and do not feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it because people like to save money, right? You like to save money, so everyone else likes to save money too. So don't feel bad about saying, hey, Ashley, I don't know if you saw or heard, but we have an amazing sale going on right now where you get X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to give you, $25 cash back on credits. Where would you like? So those are ways that I reach out to people, even if they're not my customers, but I want them to become my customers.
I
And
want to say, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
well, I was going to say, if they come back to you and say, so the one girl in Nashville, she said, no, thank you, but thanks for reaching out, though. Have a fantastic day. I will not text them back. They get a voice message from me that's happy, that's peppy. And I say, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule, because I know you're probably really busy, and to send me this message. So I totally appreciate that. And that just got us leading into a more conversation, you guys,
Mhm.
which so she'll be back.
Which then creates a relationship between you and her. So
Yes.
just because the Nashville girl said not right now does not mean she's not going to be one of her customers or a badass promoter later. So just always remember that. We actually talked about that last night, how I originally told Maria no, and a few times. And she's like, I'm so glad I kept, reaching out.
And just say about badass promoters. So I have 2 people on my team. They ignored my messages, were not interested. They're now promoters. And the one girl came on 3 months ago as a customer, and she's a badass promoter. Like, she's changing lives. She's pulled on another promoter last night, and we're getting her started on a Zoom. So you have to be passionate about, like, I mean, just give people grace where they're at, and they will keep on watching you and they will come back, but just give them grace and love them where they're at.
Yes, absolutely. And Renee, will you do all of us a favor? Will you copy paste the 2 messages you just read off and drop it in the chat? Because we couldn't write fast enough.
How do I do that? Because this is on my phone, I'm on my computer, my Zoom.
Are you iPhone to Mac?
Whoa, wait. I have Facebook here.
Oh, okay. Because if you're iPhone to Mac, you can copy from your iPhone and you can paste on your Mac.
No, I'm not Mac.
Oh, never mind.
I'll get it for you
Sorry.
guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. If you could, or get it to me later and I'll send it out. We couldn't write fast enough. And so yeah, just a couple of ideas. And guys, remember, don't make it you, like, use her verbiage as an inspiration, but then make it you when you type it out or send it. And it's always going to be different per whoever you're talking to, and what they shared, what they said, or what you know about them and all that stuff, right? Um, okay, what is let's see what else. Anybody have questions for Renee's amazing brain?
I'll have to send to you privately because
Okay,
I
it's
copy
not
and paste
working. That's
everything.
fine. That's fine. I'll get it and I'll put it in chats or in the team page, whatever. And then, okay, so let's talk about, I love, And I'm just like, as you're saying things, I'm like, I hope they're listening. Because we say all the time, be a human. And I love, like you said in your stories, it's your life. Like you're living your life, you're sharing about your dogs or this or that, and then you're sprinkling in Thrive in your stories. You're making your shake or you're talking about your collagen. It's not always, doesn't have to be, yes, we have pretty canvas. It doesn't have to be pretty canvas. It doesn't have to be details about the product. It's just you talking and sharing your life and sprinkling in Thrive. I didn't want a new puppy, but we have this dog and she's super cute. And so yeah, I'm putting her in my stories like the daily life with Coco. And then talking about Thrive with it. You and y'all are really good about just being in your stories. And I even mentioned, I think, at the brand trip, and my team knows this. I am so bad about my stories when I'm at home. Like I'll post, but I like forget because I feel like my life is boring. But when we're on a trip, when I'm traveling, I'm constantly in my stories because like this is neat, this is fun. Ooh, check this out. I was just at the White House, da da da, like all the things. And then I get back home and I'm like, so I'm folding my laundry. So, but just remember that your life isn't boring to other people. And if you think about it, reality TV is a huge banker, like massively massive banker on all, whether it's on regular TV, whether it's Netflix, whether, all the things. And not only reality TV, but now with social media, people that do, whether it's TikTok or Instagram Reels, they literally have a running TV episode. I watched this one girl that she's like group chat. It's so funny. And I'm literally waiting. We're like in the middle of a season break. I'm like waiting for season 3. Like like she's literally done this like a TV show and it's just Instagram. And so like that people want to see other people's stuff. It doesn't have to be super thought out or super funny. It's just you, be you, do you, all the things. Okay, hold on. Somebody asked, what are your tips on helping your customers thrive for free?
So I always ask my customers, do you have a friend, a family, a coworker that is interested that they can maybe do this journey with you? I always check on them, like, where do you have your DFT at? And like, oh, I have it hidden on my arm. And I said, girl, you need to show that DFT because people are going to say to you, what's that? What's that sticker? I said, oh, the sticker is my vitamins. And they're
Mhm.
like, oh, good point. So make sure you're checking in with your customers, make sure they're wearing that DFT because that's something that's going to like catch people's attention. They're going to think it's either, you're a diabetic or something. I've had people ask me about that. But
Birth
I
control.
am just telling them like, hey, let them know that they can get their products for free. All they have to do is invite two friends, that's it. Family member, those are easy people, a friend, a coworker. And then from there, it starts building. I don't even know most of my customers, you guys, because they're all referrals. I had people in Wisconsin, I just got a girl from Massachusetts 2 weeks ago. So it's just so amazing. You make these connections and these relationships because I always let my customers know that I'm not just selling them a product and walking away. I am on this journey with them to help them every step of the way. And they know that. So they are willing to bring me friends. They're willing to bring me referrals because they know that I'm going to help that person out too.
Well, and two, I love like, I have a customer, all they want is thirst. And like they've started with other things and they are like, we love the thirst. We want the thirst. We want all the thirst, our whole family. We want to ship it to the dorm to my daughter. We all want the thirst. And I think they also do sleep gummies too. Um, but she then is telling me, hey, I have another friend that wants to order thirst too. Here's the thing. They want to order thirst because all she's talking about is the thirst. When I get them connected, or when she gets me connected in a chat, I'm talking to them. What are your health goals? What would you like? I share my quick experience, sleeping better, all the things. And then they're like, oh, I want to sleep better. I want to less snap crackle pop. I want this too. I want that too. And then Thirst Family is now bringing in Thrivers. Like they're
Yeah.
bringing in full Thrive experience people.
So if you get someone who just wants to, let's just say someone just wants to do the thirst, I will probably go because I want them to do the 3 steps. Like that's where it's at. So I will send them a sample pack of our first 2 steps because to me, like that's golden. So I will send them a sample pack. I mean, my one promoter did not want to promote. She didn't want to do the product. She wanted sculpt and I don't know, something else. So I sent her like a 3 days sample pack of just our first 2 steps. And now like she does that all the time and she buys extra things. So, and she promotes the product. So if someone does not buy one of the 2 steps, like the vitamins or the shake, and they buy something else, send them a sample of that to try and just tell them that, you probably won't feel it on day one, but this just shows you how really easy it is to do every single day. Like it's like brushing your teeth, right? You can do all 3 steps or you can do two, but if you do all three, your shake's going to get in the nooks and crannies. Like flossing gets in the nooks and crannies and gets rid of those cavities.
Exactly. And Chelsea Cooper, Coop, she's under Courtney Glazier. She talks about she came on with a bottle of balance. Like it was like the 25 off promo, so it's $50, whatever. She's like, I bought a ball of balance for 25 bucks. That's all I thought I needed for bloating. And then, got samples that thrive after that and then has become a badass promoter. So it's like you just never know. Like I know sometimes somebody's like, oh yeah, I just want balance or I just want thirst. You're like, oh man. They just don't know. They don't know the goodness they're missing. So yes, get them on samples. And then sometimes they're like, I can't do a shake. I tried it, whatever. They have excuses. I'm gonna let them order thirst all they want. Like, but I'm not going to just assume that the referrals they're bringing me are knowing all about our products when one person's only talking about one product. So, all right, Renee, what do you have last tips if you're like, oh, I forgot to talk about this or that, or last tips for, hey, we're ending August. Excuse me, we're coming into September, Project X, like
Oh,
what? Yeah, now see, that's a whole nother. Okay, let's talk Project
oh
X.
my gosh. Okay. So yes, like you guys, I just get so pumped about this. Do you know, like, if your business has not changed because you're not talking about what you're doing and the products you're using, Project X is going to change. Like, it gives me chills. It is going to change the trajectory of like what you are bringing in. Like, you need to make sure that you are posting something in your stories, copy and paste, find something, go to the website, it has Project X there. You need to make sure that you are posting about this and keep it really simple. Ask them if they want to join your VIP page. You guys, I just put together a link that I saw these people doing it, had no idea how to do this because you don't get many people that actually like DM. Like I have a few, but they're mainly my customers. Like, yeah, put me on a VIP list. But I want new people. So I created a link on boards. Yay, because I'm not a technical person, you guys. I am not technical. I asked Amber yesterday how to switch from Instagram to go to Facebook Reels. I hate this stuff, but I do it. But you need to start posting about this because you guys, men, it could be so simple. Men, 3 things. Men and women want it. That's one. Two, you're gonna see it within I said 4 to 8 minutes, I said, I think. You're gonna experience it and you're gonna feel it. Like that's it. What more? I don't know any more information, but I'm telling you what, when it launches, it's going to be in my hands. So go live about it, get excited about it, share it, put it in your stories. You could be going for a walk and like, oh my gosh, you guys, I just got off this Zoom call today, and this girl is fired up about Project X, and she doesn't know what it is. But here's the thing: I know she believes in this company, and she knows that the company always produces something that's really good. So I can't wait for it to come out. I can't wait to watch her stories because she's going to be a beta tester sampler. So I'm super pumped about that. I'm going to have a party here when I'm a sampler. And here's what I'm worried about it. I'm not worried about it, but like when I have all my customers and my promoters here and we're sampling it, what if we're like, oh shit? But that's not going to happen. But I but I'm super excited about this, guys, and get excited about our products. Get excited about how the 3 steps have changed you and what they've done for yourself. So my whole tip to end this, Amber, is you have to get excited about what you're doing, what you have. You know how it works for you. Get excited about it. Get people excited.
Yes. Sorry. I was posting. Oh, yeah, there it goes. I was posting Coco napping and being on the Zoom in
There
my.
you go.
Okay. So yes, it's all about the excitement. And somebody said, well, I don't know what it is. I can't hype up something. I don't know what it is. Hype up the company that you know has built a $3 billion business that has provided for you to feel better, that has provided to your bank account, that has provided to your life, to your
And,
kids.
and here's the thing, our company's never going to push anything out. Like they don't care if they're the first, they don't care if they're the second one out there to push this same product. They don't care because they always make sure that their product is the best of the best. They're not trying to be the first one to show. They're making sure they have a solid product.
Right. And I said that because back in the day, there were companies putting things out and people were like, we need to get this out and we need to do what, they're doing it. And I'm like, we're gonna do the best. Like Jason Camper is gonna make sure that whatever comes out is literally the best. So that even if this other product, this other company was first, that ours is gonna be better and around for longer. And and sometimes some people will just do, and I saw this in the hair industry as well. I always felt like Redken was always doing their best job in this on the science side. Versus trying to get out like argan oil, right? Everybody was coming out with argan oil and Redken was perfecting. Well, their diamond oil has been out longer now than any of the ones that came and went. And so I feel like we're that with our company with Lavelle. Okay, somebody asked, how often do you share testimonials on your timeline? And do you reach out to the people that like the testimonials? So I do think that is something where people are like, well, what if somebody likes, they don't comment, but they're liking Thrive stuff or they're watching my story or whatever. These are people that go on your leads list, right? These are your leads. What do you do with those? What do you say? Because I know some people are like, I jumped on, thanks for liking my Thrive post, and then it's like, now they're like, well, I'm not gonna like anything of hers again. So I personally just go and have a normal conversation. I start engaging in their posts. I message them off of one of their stories, or hey, it'll be something in Moto, right? I'm like, hey, how is Sam doing back on the bike, whatever. So what do you do?
Well, someone liked my post the other day, and I actually reached out to her today, and she's in my stories. Her name has been written down on my list. Okay. So we went to a Union soccer game in Philadelphia this weekend, and she saw my post. And she's like, oh my gosh, we were there too. So then I asked her, like, oh my gosh, what section are you in? We are 115. So then today, when she was in my stories, you guys, I sent her a message and said, hey, it's so cool. We're at the same soccer game. I actually been wanting to ask you, would you be interested in trying some of our collagen products or any of our steps? I'm offering a deal right now. And she's like, yeah, I'd love to talk to you about the collagen products, and some energy is what she wants. So her and I are in this conversation, and I said to her, well, shoot, here in time being, I'm going to send you over the benefits of our 3 steps. So in our Thrive Connect, we have this really nice, really short video that's like, I don't know, maybe a minute long, that talks about our 3 steps. That's something I use all the time, all the time. So I sent that off to her, and I sent her our collagen peptides. And I said, in the meantime, check this out, but also send me your email and your phone number, and I'll get you a link and you can check out more about our products. So even if they do like my post, their name, and they're not a customer, because most people, you guys, aren't going to like my post. They're just scrolling, right? But they're going to show up in my stories, and that's where I get all my people from, is my stories, really. And those are people I reach out to all the time. Now I send like 14 to 20 messages a day. Does that mean I get all those messages back. No, I'm planting the seeds. And so they're going to continue to watch me until they're ready. And when I have another promo come out, that's when I go in on them again. I don't feel scammy. I used to feel like that before, but I know what I have and I know it works if they just trust me and let me in. And you'll be surprised. Most of my customers that I don't know, they'll send me their credit card, screenshot it to me. And I always say, like, I know you don't know me, but most of my customers do this. Like the girl from Massachusetts, I don't know her, she doesn't know me. And she screenshot me a credit card. So they trust you. And this girl actually went with me because she said, I had all these people I could choose from. I chose you because you look nice in your picture. I could have been a serial killer, but
I mean, apparently Ted Bundy was cute, right? But be nice, be approachable. Like
yeah.
we talked about that. I was like, oh, I need to go make sure my picture is on my website again. I need to take it off. I need to remember to go do that. Okay, so thank you so much. We greatly appreciate you. Sorry, the yard people are here. You can probably hear the weed whacker. Okay, so Renee is gonna get me some copy paste verbiage. Also, just Renee screenshot me which video you use for the from
Yep.
the CF Connect, and I will get that sent out. It is payday, and this time because we came in later today, payday has already happened. So go, go celebrate. In your post, talk about what are you able to do today. I will always never forget. Oh, hold on, so loud. I will never forget crying in the grocery store because I was able to actually get Quaker granola bars for the first time. Because we always had to get the off brand, and I would always tell the boys, "Oh my gosh, they taste the same. They're fine. It's the same." And they don't. They taste different. And so like the things, what can you do that you couldn't do before, or going to the grocery store without having to check your debit card, without having to check your bank account. All the things. I love Blair's face just popped up here. I love, she's like, what about me? I love, I was actually Blair talking to my husband about you yesterday. Just talking about, life hit them. An uncontrollable situation years later that they thought was handled, and now she's literally the only income earner in her family, and she has the determination of, I don't have the option to not hit cab. I don't have the option to not grow this business. I have to make this work to feed my family. And that is again one of those, that I was talking about, just that example of, you treat this like a hobby, or you treat this like a business, and I don't have another choice. This is what we're going to do. This is the goal. This is the plan. And you don't veer off from the plan. You like make the plan work, and work the plan. So thank you all so much. And yes, I'm gonna get all that as Renee sends it to me and get it sent out. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Labor Day's coming up. They already said on the Monday call there will be a Labor Day promo. I don't know if that's going to be all weekend. I don't know if that's just going to be Sunday, Monday, but be aware, be alert. That's going to boost your volume. That's going to help you get more cab, all the things. And then also just continue to work the plan. Bye, y'all. Thank you,
Thank
Renee.
you.
Thanks, everybody.